In the Volta region, a lot of works have been put in place to change the situations of some dilapidating places, and also to make some places better than they were. Now, these initiatives have been going on for a while now, and then ever since the regional minister for the Volta region, Dr. Archibald Yao Letsa, came into power, he was also a part of these works being done to make the Volta region a better place. Now, after the past months, and when the local government service has done their ranking, they gave one of the best performers for the year 2019 and 2020 to Mr. Daniel, um, Dr. Archibald Yao Letsa. Now, the Voter Development Forum has given the regional minister kudos for the successes he has done with regards to the Volta Regional Coordinating Council, that is the VRCC. Now, the executive director of the Voter Development Forum, Mr. Daniel Jagede, has also asked for calls for the regional minister to be, retained, because according to him, the work that he has done is very good, and if he is allowed to remain in power, he's going to do more good works for the region. Now, according to him, he loved the way certain placements were done, and even with regards to the VLCC, when you look at the local government level and the league, you realize that a lot of good works have come into place ever since the regional minister came into his office. Now, he said that they are all proud and highly elated, and they would like to sound a very loud thanks to the president for listening to the call of the VDF to reappoint Dr. Letsa. Those were the words he used. Now, he also said that the records are there for everyone to see, the successes that the regional minister has been able to bring to pass. All of this by the VRCC under their visions and all their works to make things better. Now, he continued to say that the VDF expected these successes to be possible because they had already taken a look at the past of some of these people who were willing to change the region, and after looking at the works that Dr. Archibald Yao Letsa had in his focus, they knew that things were going to be successful, so it wasn't too much of a surprise to them. He also said that they look into also physical development for the entire Volta region, and they noticed that Dr. Archibald Yao Letsa was good for this. Now, the director continued to appeal to the president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to support the Volta regional minister to secure the region's share of the good benefits of his administration. They showed how by supporting and keeping Dr. Archibald Yao Letsa and his people in office, they will be able to help not only the Volta region but the nation as a whole. They exclaimed that the governments in the past have done their best for the Volta region, but they want more than what has been done for the Volta region. He said, and I quote, "Enough is enough. We want more for Volta because it holds the pillar of Ghana." So, they also looked into some of the potentials of not only the Volta region but of some individuals, and they said the region continued to seek of these development potentials, and hopefully they would generate a lot of revenue to support the national economy when they get development to the way they want it. Now, the VDF they claimed has positioned themselves to, work with all political administrations for sustained development. They expressed that they were not into this politics thing where they will support those who are from the NDC or from the NPP. They were willing to work with whoever, as long as that government or that person was willing to, cooperate and bring goodness and successes to the Volta region. Now, this is a good thing because when you look at how sometimes some works are done, you notice that if the region, if for example the region spoken about has their government in power, things go on well for them. But if the person in power is not who they like, then things don't go on well. For example, let's say if the Volta region is known to be a strong NDC party, which is the NDC, which is a political party, stronghold for that place. When the NDC come into power, you notice that certain things will work well. But if, for example, the NPP or a different political party comes into power, there's not that cooperation between the two because of these party differences and political views and the likes. But the VDF has made it clear that they are not going to be like that. Whether this party is NPP, NDC, or whatever, their focus is on the Volta region, and hence they do not look at those little things, those petty things that cloud people's judgment, but they go beyond. They break all those partisan colors away, and then they look at what is going to be beneficial for the people in the region. And as you can see right now, it's the NPP which is in power, and things are not done like haphazardly. There's a good cooperation between the NPP and the Volta region. So that's what the VDF is hoping to continue to make things, sustainable in the Volta region. They've also had they've spoken about some innovation and technology which they hope to use for good in the Volta region. So with time, if things continue with the pace they are going at, then we might see those innovation differences. Now, Mr. Jagade continued to say that the VDF would collaborate with all of these people who are interested, all of these partners and all of the institutions which are willing, including the VRCC, even the Regional House of Chiefs. They were willing to work with them and cooperate with them, to be humble with them and understand them, so that they could work to change the region into more of a place that would undoubtedly be one of the strongholds for the nation to be upheld with as time goes on. Now he appealed to the people of the region to support the efforts that are being made to develop the region. So that is not only those institutions, but they are receiving funds and advices and guidance from all the well wishers in the Volta region. Now you know that the Volta region does not consist of only these parties and only these people in power alone, but even the individual, the students, the people working here and there, the people in the corners. All of those people come together to make up the Volta region. So he appealed to them to also show their support. It's not only that you could have money. If you have money, fine, but if you don't, there's something you could do. Maybe if you notice a problem somewhere, you could call their attention to it, and by that they'll be able to see how to go about solving it. Or maybe you have a suggestion. Maybe you feel something could be done at a particular place to make things easier. You could just raise a soft alarm and let them know, oh, maybe you want a bridge to be done here to make this road better. There are a lot of things that are around that you have to be able to get their attention to for it to be done properly. So he pleaded for the indigenous people of the Volta region to do their best to help them, or to be on one road and to be on board with their plans of making the Volta region a successful place. Now, he said they are calling on the sons and the daughters to come on board to put their hands together and to work to change the region. Now, like he said, they want more than what is best for the Volta region. They want the Volta region to remain that people and that place where things are extremely different when compared to the other regions in the nation. Not because they are necessarily better, but because they have some things and some traits which are distinct from the rest, and they wouldn't like to lose those traits and those values. The VDF, the Volta Development Forum, it was it was formed way back in 2020. It's an organization that was oriented, for the people of the Volta region, so that they could find ways to get resources to help the industrialization of the Volta region. You know that there's a lot of resources in the Volta region, some which are not being used and some which are not being used to their full potential. So the initiative is to get all of these things to be done the right way, so that output will be maximized in the Volta region. Then also there's the look into the labor force in the Volta region, and also the youth, and how they are making good use of their talents and all their abilities that they've been blessed with. So all these forums came together to form the VDF. But the VDF is not the only one. There are other institutions that have been set up for moving the Volta region forward, and we would love to mention them, but there are a lot, and they are all playing their parts to improve the Volta region. So yeah, that is it. You can always also be a part of them. You can find out about their core values. You can do your own research if you're in the Volta region, or maybe you are around. You are not even in the Volta region, but in the nation, and you like to be, offer a helping hand. You just like to be one of those people who can look back and say, yes, I contributed to this success. Just do a little research and find out about these institutions. Then join them, ask them, can you be on board? If you cannot, what can you do to help? And let's see how we can make things better in the Volta region and in the nation as a whole. In the meantime, we do hope that Dr. Archibald Yao Letsa will continue to do his good works, and we also hope that he will be surrounded with the right people to keep his focus on the vision of making the Volta region better and better each day. We also do commend his good works, and also those that were before him that have set some of these foundation stones for him to continue to work on. They've also been instrumental. This is a time for people of the Volta region to take keen interest in developing themselves, and in also building up certain resources to make a serious change in the Volta region. You will notice that the Volta region has some roads that are very good and that are very pleasing to use by motorists, but it shouldn't end there. There are still other channels that could be worked on. You get it? So that's one thing that could be done. We look at the roads. We look at also the water bodies. How are you going to make it better? What are the sanctions that you can put in place to keep people from polluting the water bodies and the likes? The Volta region is a very resourceful place, and we must admit that they are one of the pillars that hold the nation. So let's not play with them at all. If you are a Voltarian, if you are from the Volta region, if you are, maybe you just live there, you are not even from there, but you live there, or anything at all, you work there, there are different ways you could join to help make the place a better place. Because remember, we are not doing it for yourselves only, but for the generation to come after us. We are doing it for them to come and see that those who were before them were not those who had misplaced priorities, but were those who focused on doing what they could for the place to be what it is today. So that's it. Let us see your comments on what you think about the Volta region. What do you think about the regional minister, Dr. Lecha? And what do you think you could say or add to make the Volta region a better place? Thank you for listening, and let us see your comments in the section below.